Welcome back to In Ohio Country today, and joining me now is Clair Vollmer. He's Territory Manager for Sudenga. We're here on behalf of our good friends at Homan Inc. at Farm Science Review. Clair, thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
Clair, before we get started, you're from up Bryan Way, if you will, northwest Ohio. Why don't we talk a little bit more about where you're at?
Yes, I live not too far from Bryan, between Bryan and Edgerton, Ohio. Farmed up there all my life with my dad, and my dad was actually an implement dealer, Alice Chalmers implement dealer up there for a few years, and that's kind of my background. Just I still farm some and work for Sudenga.
Let's talk a little bit about your farming operation. Row crops, you have livestock on your farm?
Not any livestock anymore. Just with the job, I keep busy enough, so it's just corn and soybeans.
Clair, you grew up around implements. You grew up around equipment, so obviously you feel comfortable with Sudenga. So let's talk about your products.
Okay. Sudenga Industries has been in business since 1888. We're located in northwest Iowa. It's just I was lucky enough about 15 years ago to get hooked up with them, and just really like the quality. And it's two families own it, so it's family owned and great people to work for.
It's more than just hammer mills, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, we do grain handling, feed mill stuff, equipment. So we do a little bit of everything.
Let's be a little bit more specific. What are some of the other product line?
Well, like here, for instance, we have drive-over conveyors. We have grain legs, grain bin sweeps. We have portable drive-over hoppers to unload grain. We have portable augers. In the background, you can see we have an InfiniFeed conveyor where we feed chicken barns. So we just, like I said, we do a little bit of everything.
What makes the brand so unique?
It goes back to the family owned. I think there's we try to build a lot of quality into it, and being family owned, I just think that people are pretty conscientious and want to do a good job.
You know, we talk about diversity in the product base too. What are some of the things that you're doing to kind of meet the needs of your producers out there that you sell to?
Well, we try to listen to what the customers are asking for, and if there's anything that we can do different. That's one thing I like about working for Sudenga. If we have somebody with an idea, we're not afraid to listen to it and maybe try to incorporate it if we can.
What about the product's quality? Let's talk a little bit about the quality, how it's made, how it's produced.
Mm-hmm. Well, we just we've increased a lot of our capacity here. We just put up a new manufacturing facility. It's a 150,000 square foot facility. We've got all kinds of newer technology going into it, put in a brand new paint line. And one thing, again, with the Sudenga equipment, I think if you look at it, it's heavy built. We're not afraid to put a little steel into it.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. You know, we talk about quality, you talk about American made too, and you guys are an American made product, right?
Yes. Yeah, everything that we manufacture is in northwest Iowa, and that's one thing. Another thing I like, that everything's built in the United States, and like I said, family owned and from the United States, and glad to do it.
What you're a territory manager, so what's your territory? What do you handle?
I actually cover 6 states. I cover Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and Illinois. But basically anything that east of the Mississippi, if I get a lead, my boss says take it. So.
So let's talk about that growth of the company in your territory alone. How long have you been working for them, and what kind of growth have you seen?
Well, I'm on my 15th year with Sudenga, and basically when I started with them, we didn't have anybody as a territory manager east of the Illinois-Indiana line. So it's been quite a few years of developing a dealer network in the rest of the states, and so we've seen a lot of growth.
Let's talk about your relationship with Homan Inc. Of course, we wouldn't be here at Farm Science Review if it wasn't for Homan Inc., one of our fine sponsors on our TV show, our podcast, our YouTube channel, and so much more. But let's talk about that relationship with people like Homan Inc.
Well, they've been wonderful for me. They were one of my first dealers that I talked to when I started this job. I was new in the sales industry, and they've been great people to work with. And it originally started with Roger, and now mainly work with Dale and Eric, but a lot of the other guys there too, but good people to work with.
And what is it about a family business that makes it unique?
Oh, I think to me, it's the people care about it because they're part of it. Yeah. So that's why, again, like working with Sudenga too, working for Sudenga because it's family owned and it goes back to that personal relationships.
You know, Claire, it's a great product, but like most equipment, there's usually a breakdown. There might be some service questions. Let's talk about the service on this. Is that something that Homan does, something you guys do?
Well, Homan's as a dealer takes care of their own territory. So yeah, it's if there's something that they can't figure out, I get involved, try to get the engineers involved and take care of it. But Homan's does a really nice job with that, so I don't have to worry about it.
Very cool. Well, Claire, what's that website again?
It's Sudenga.com, so it's Sudenga. And once you go to our website, you can find whether it's grain handling products or the mill side. It gives you everything. You can look up anything you want on there.
And we'll have a link to that as well, and you can catch a link at homaninc.com or at our website at inohiocountry.com. Clair Vollmer, Territory Manager for Sudenga, has been our guest. Claire, thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
And we'll be back with more In Ohio Country today, right after this.
Take control of your grain storage needs with GSI and Homan Inc. From site planning to installation and service, Homans and GSI are proven partners to help you earn more. Storing grain on your farm gives you more control of your operation, and GSI and Homans can help. Take control of your grain storage today with on-farm grain storage solutions from Homans and GSI. Go to homaninc.com. That's homaninc.com.